Now to the latest developments in the sale of JEA, where several city leaders are calling for a change in the process the utility is taking.
So first, Mayor Curry has sent a letter to JEA's board members requesting that the board meet 6 of his requests and that the future of success for the utility would be threatened if it continues on this path. That letter can be found on our website, firstcoastnews.com, with more detailed information.